Alright guys, let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's stream. We're here today for the Spanish Grand Prix in the Formula Racing League in Tier 1. Today is the second round of the brand new season in the Formula Racing League. And last week we saw Dixon being very dominant in the first round of the season around Bahrain. He came home in front of Ricky Republic and Smalley rounded off the top 3 there. Those 3 are your top 3 from last week out there. What we also can see is that the Discord was down a few minutes ago, which is not a good thing to see. Apparently there's loads of things down at the moment, so let's just hope we can race tonight and bring it to a good end. But yeah, tonight we're in Spain. It's a very tough track if you ask me. Personally, it's just very tricky, very tough. There are some points of the track that can easily spin you around. Keep the following turns in mind, I would say. Turns 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 14 and 15. There's a lot of turns where you can literally spin. But those are the main ones, which are literally half the corners, but yeah. That's how it is in Spain. This track is just hard in general. The circuit has 16 corners with 2 DRS zones, 1 right after the right hander in sector 2 and 1 at the finish straight. So like every single week we'll have just a full qualifying session followed by a 50% race distance. We have 19 people in for tonight, I see now. It's just waiting for one more, which will probably gonna be a reserve. Then it's going to be called up. Sadistic is in, Dixon is in, so we're waiting for them. Oh yeah, we're waiting for William. We are waiting for William, and when William joins, we will have a full grid for the second round of the season, which is a very nice thing to see, obviously. Last time out we didn't get a full grid, if I'm correct, but tonight we will get one. Really awesome to see, obviously. Someone's coming in the chat. Hey Alpha, how are you doing? I'm doing great, mate. Are you also doing great there? Hope you're having a great day. But yeah, we'll start in under half a minute from now on. So yeah, we're gonna see who's gonna take it tonight here. I literally can't predict that. There's loads of fast guys in Tier 1. Jackson is in for tonight as well, which is a very fast driver. So yeah, Smalley is in, Big Balls is in, Ricky Republic is in, Don Arjun is in, so yeah, you never know. It's gonna be a very tough call here. Smalley is gonna be one interesting to watch once again alongside Dixon. Crossfire Strike is not in for tonight. He was literally one of the fastest drivers. He was even faster than Dixon, I believe, in qualifying last time out, took pole position. But yeah, he crashed out last round in lap 1 in turn 2 or 3, I believe. Thought it was turn 3. Just didn't seem to have loads of grip on the track. So yeah, we'll be on the way with the qualifying session with Q1 in 10 minutes. 10 seconds. Don't go anywhere, guys. Doing good, thanks. Can't wait to get racing. What's your gamer tag actually, mate? Yeah. It is literally... I hope for you it is not raining or something, because it can be very tricky when it rains. Let's put telemetry up, the lap data and the full track map. And let's wait for the first car to come out on track here in Q1. So we'll take that first look at the track now. Can't see an engine, can't see an engineer at the moment. That's coming out or something. No, they're all waiting for the moment. Should be on the way very shortly though. As we're already 1 minute underway, and I see a car leaving the pit lane there. 2 cars leaving the pit lane actually. And who are they? Is that Pimis and Tor? Alright, we're gonna ride on board with Tor then on this first out lap here. He's the first one that will set a hot lap probably, unless he lets Pimis go and pass, but don't think that's gonna happen. Having been on an onboard tour here with Tor around the circuit of Catalunya in Barcelona, Spain. This is one of the corners you can easily spin out on. It's just a turn 7 and 8 here, which we can see on board with Tor, and he spins it there in that corner in his outlap, and yeah, that's him already. Not off to a good start there. Luckily, I think he hasn't picked up some damage, you know. Think he hasn't. It was lucky for him there that he can continue his qualifying session though. Let's ride on board with Pimis then, in the Alpine. He's the first one who's gonna set a hot lap in for tonight's Grand Prix here in Spain. Let's see what he can produce here. We have loads of drivers out on track at the moment, as the top 15 will go on to qualifying session number 2. Oh, Pim is a bit getting out of shape there, and that's his hot lap not working out very greatly there. We have Sadistic King on his first hot lap in the Aston Martin. Not sure if he's getting held up there by Buckologist, but we'll see about that. It's a 22.4 and Sector 1 for Sadistic King here. Obviously a purple Sector 1 there. Going towards turn 7 and 8, not the easiest couple of corners to take. Then this right-hander, he can easily get on the wall on the right-hand side here. Coming up to the last sector of the track though, which is also a very tricky one. The entire circuit is just tricky, isn't it? With 40 minutes remaining now in the first qualifying session, guys. Last couple of corners. Pimis produces 122.9. It's not reliable at all. What is Sadistic King going to set here? It is going to be a 119.7 for Sadistic King. Who is the next one to cross finish line? Is again an Aston Martin. That's Jackson, who is on an outlap. And then we have Lynx, I think, is behind him there. Is that Ricky Republic coming? That's not Ricky Republic. That's 20. He hasn't validated this run. Ricky Republic is the next one to cross the finish line. He is going for 117.3 there. And Lewis goes to 116.9 immediately straight after that in the Haas. Then we have the McLaren color scale, 118.0. Now they're all coming towards the finish line. A bit busy now. Also, Smalley is right at the last corner here. Oh, it's not going to be a reliable time from him. 28.9. Wild Dog got 19.2 for him before at the moment. And we have... Is that going to the finish line? Buckologist? No, that's not Buckologist. Who was that? Pimis. Pimis won 18.2. The Mercedes of Flappy, I think that is, 143.8. Not reliable at all. Now we have Jackson coming towards the finish line. It's going to be a very interesting time to watch here, because we know he's quick. And it is going to be 116.5 there from Jackson in the Aston Martin. Ilinks piece to a 117.5. You know, they're just all going towards the finish line. And that is Tor, who has binned it. And Tor's out of this qualifying session already. Yeah, that's the second time he spun it in the space of, what is it, 5 minutes? That's not a good start for him at all here. Don Argent and McLaren today is reserve. There was an invalidated lap time from him there. Then we have Smalley, 117.0 for Smalley there. P4 at the moment for him though. McLaren going to the finish line of Carlos Killer. That was... He's starting a new hot lap. The Mercedes of Lappy is going towards the finish line. This is a more reliable time, I think, for him. Trying on board with him here. 117.6 for Lappy. Puts him in P6 at the moment. Don Argent is on his first hot lap. Jimmy JJ is in the hot lap, I think. Or not. Yeah, he's in the hot lap. Jackson is in the pit lane. Links piece not any hot lap here. There's loads of guys going towards the pit lane now. Carlos Killer, is he improving on his time at the moment though? He is improving by more than a tenth of a second. And can he push Barcologis down to 9th then and go up into 8th place? Maybe even push Wildog down to 8th and go into 7th place here. Let's see about that for the McLaren. Ah, he has backed out of that run. I think he's in the pit lane. Or not. Oh no, he's just saving some ERS there. I was just saving some ERS there, my bad. I want 17.8 for Carlos Killer. And he goes up into 7th place there, pushing Wild Dog and Barcologis down 1 position there. Don Argent is on a hot lap now. This is going to be an interesting guy to watch as well, as he was battling a very long time last time out in Bahrain alongside Ricky Republic. Those two were looking very evenly matched there. So let's see if we can come close to Ricky's time now. It is 116.778. And he is a 50.5 in sector 2. So we're coming towards the last sector now. That's right, I'm just on board here. Hasn't validated it. And what is his time going to be like here? It is going to be a 117.0 there. Only 300 of a second behind Smalley there in P5. Dixon on his first hot lap. Sweeney is on a hot lap. And then we have William on a hot lap. Oh, watch out for Dixon, as he is 3/10 quicker than Don Argent in sector 2. What is his time going to be like here? He's in the Red Bull tonight. Dixon is a reserve, for those who don't know. But he is going to attack Jackson's time here. 116.3 for Dixon. It's 2.5 tenths quicker there than Jackson. Who else we got? We have Sweeney, who has validated this lap again there. He's not going to be happy with that. Who else we've got? Big Bells on an out lap. Pim is improving by 2/10 of a second in sector 1. It's going to be one to watch. Then we have Lappy. He's not improving. The larger's not improving. Dixon just had a lap. Sweeney has a validated and William has a validated. Let's watch Pim is here, as he is not up on his time anymore though. He's 1.5 tenths down on his own personal best at the moment, which is 118.2. Pushing the limits here though. Is going to be an improvement or not? Is it an improvement by 97 thousandths of a second? 118.1 for Pimis now. Sweeney is validated it again. Now we have Big Bells coming up. What is his time in sector 2 going to be like? It was a 50.5 for Dixon. It is a 50.6 for Big Bells there, and he is going to be very close to Jackson's time if he can keep the momentum going here. Gonna be very, very close to Jackson's time. It's an outlap. He doesn't need to do that, you know, because he is safe to go to Q2, obviously, but maybe just wants to win the first qualifying session and puts him ahead of Dixon or something. You never know. Big Bell's going to want 17.0 there, and he's a P8 for the moment. Jay Hartnell going towards the finish line in the Haas. Not a reliable time at all for the Haas driver, the Tier 2 champion. Pims has spun it. Pims has spun it at, at the right hand of the track, yeah. It's a very, very hard corner to take properly, and you can easily end up in the wall there, like I said before on the stream. Who is on the hot lap? Smalley is not, I see, no he's not. Jackson is though. Look at Jackson improving by 1/10 of a second, and Smalley has gone up to second place with a 1:16.4 there. Let's try and both at Jackson because it was improving by 1/10 of a second in sector 1 already. Looking really quick there in Aston Martin. Yeah, that is looking really, really fast. Here he comes. A 15.3 is 900 of a second quicker than his own personal best at the moment. Can he beat Dixon here? I don't think he can. He needs to really push the limits then in this last sector. It looks quick though, but is it going to be enough? I don't think that is going to be enough though to beat Dixon's time. Is it? 1:16.4, and he puts himself in front of Smalley there with that run. Only a 10 behind Dixon there, so it's not. Yeah, it's close. Oh, and then we have Big Ball spinning. What is that? Is turn 3? Yes, turn 3. Dixon has decided to call it a day in the pit lane. He thinks I'm through to Q2. That is enough for me there, and I'm first at the moment. Swinney started another hot lap. Williams started a hot lap. Let's take a watch in the stream chat or something. Oh, you're Lewis, alright. Currently P5 though, doing a great job at the moment. Republic comment in the chat saying rain's forecasted at the end of the race. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one to watch then, if there's rain being forecasted towards the end. Yeah, interesting one. Then with Dixon, Smalley beat me tonight if he doesn't spin. I put that last team as I have no practice. Mate, you always said you've no practice. I think you're just sandbagging. You're just sandbagging everyone once again, mate. Let's take a look at William. What's he going to produce in the Mercedes here? A 1:18.7 for him there. Then we have Swinney going towards the finish line. Can he produce a good lap here? I hope he can, the Williams, because he's fouled it numbers of times already. Ooh, almost lost the back end then. Swinney going towards the finish line, 1:17.3, puts him at P9 at the moment, and for the moment he is safe though, as Jackson has decided to call it a day in the pit lane as well. So has Lewis. Smalley has as well. Resident are obviously just watching. Then we have Wildog, who's going to start another lap. He's going to start another lap here. At the moment he's safe, but for how long though? For how long is he going to be safe? Because Sadistic King is starting another hot lap. As William, who's improving by 2.5 tenths of a second at the moment in the Mercedes. Ah, he's in the pit lane. He is in the pit lane there. Oh, watch out, it's Sadistic King improving by 2 tenths of a second in sector 1 there. Let's watch the Aston Martin statistic game because he is in the danger zone here. And William is out of qualifying. He'll start towards the back of the grid for tonight's Grand Prix. Statistic King is 6 tenths up on his own personal best though. But is it going to be enough to put himself in the top 15 positions here? Going towards the last couple of corners here. Sector 3 looked decent though. It's going to be enough. 118.1, and he doesn't beat Jay Hartnell's time with that. Doesn't even beat Bacollige's time with that. He's in P17 for the moment. This is the King. Then we check Bowie going towards the finish line here. What can he do here in the Alpha Tauri? Can he go to Q2? Yes, he can for now though. 117.8 in P14. Oh, Carlos Keller pushes him straight down to P15 then, 117.4. And then we've got Colleges coming, who spins when I ride on board with him. Commentator goes there. And then with Jay Hartnell starting another lap. Is Jag going to be through to Q2 or not? I think it's depending, loads of it is depending on how Jay Hartnell is setting this lap, because he's improving by 2 tenths in Sector 1 already. The reigning Tier 2 champion here in the Haas. Can he go through to Q2 now? Will he be able to do it here? Oh, almost lost the back end there of the Haas in that tricky right hander. He is, oh, it's going to be a very close call. He's up 2.5 tenths at the moment, which is not going to be enough. So he needs to find some more time on Jack somewhere on the track here. Can you knock Jack out of qualifying here? No, it's just Jack is producing on 17.4 and puts himself up to P12 with that run. Awesome drive from him there. And Jay Hartnell wants 17.5 for him, and he pushes Pimis down to P16. And that is your first qualifying session of the evening over for today. That was a very intense one actually. Yeah, we lose 5 persons at the end of this qualifying sessions. Those are Pimis, Bacolliges, Sadistic King, William and Thor. We won't see them back in action for the rest of the qualifying sessions for tonight's race. All the rest will continue in qualifying session number 2 for tonight's Grand Prix. We'll be right back with Q2. Don't go anywhere, guys. We are back, guys, with more action for the qualifying session number 2. Which tires is everyone going to pick now? Because last time it was a bit glitchy, because Crossfire Strikes and Dixon, I remember, were qualifying on the mediums, but it told me definitely they were on softs And on my screen they were the softs as well, but when race started we're apparently on mediums, so hope it's not glitchy this time though. Who's going on which compound at the moment? We have Lewis on an out lap here. He's the first one that's going to produce a hot lap, if I am right, if he doesn't spin at least, like Thor did in his first out lap in Q1. Don Arjun on the softs, Ricky Republic on the softs, Dixon is on mediums. He's going to try and qualify on mediums, obviously. Jackson is selecting the mediums as well. Wildog is selected the mediums, as is Jamie JJ and Smalley though, who's coming out for his first lap. Let's ride on board with Lewis here because it's the first one to set a hot lap in. Yeah, Dixon, this time it's told me that you are on the mediums. It's Ricky on softs. Yeah, Ricky is indeed on the soft compound. Let's run on board here with Lewis, who is starting his first hot lap of the evening. Oh, no, not the evening, but of qualifying session number 2. Obviously here. Let's see if we can if we can nail sector 1 here. Oh, I need to put my lap data on and everything. Lap data on, yeah, that's more like it. With the tires right next to it, it's a bit more easy. Let's see here, turns 7 and 8 are taken very cleanly here. Oh, almost lose the back end and validates his run on that occasion there. Dixon is on his first lap. He's going to be the first one to cross the finish line, but he has backed out of his first run though. So it's going to be a McLaren then. The McLaren off. Is it going to be Don Arjun or Carlos Gale? It's going to be Don Arjun who's setting a hot lap in. On the soft compound though. Let's see what he can do to McLaren. He looked really solid in Bahrain though. Let's see what Don Arjun is going to produce on the soft compound. It's not going to be a really reliable time, I think. Not for him though, 118.5. He's definitely going to improve on that. That's Jay Hartnell, 119.7 from him on the soft compound. Then we have Dixon, 135.7, not reliable time for him there. Ricky Republic, 117.7 there for him. Let's see what the others are going to produce here. Alfa Romeo of Wilder coming towards the finish line on the medium compound, yes. It's going to be 118.7 from him there. The Aston Martin of Jackson, I think. Yeah, he's in an out lap. Going to be a reliable time for Smalley or not? No, he's validated his run. And Alfa Romeo then of Big Bel's going to be, yeah, on the soft compound. He's not going to try and qualify on the medium compound. He's just straight into the soft compound. Big Bel's coming to a 117.4 and provisionally fastest call for session number 2 as Don Arjun and Lewis has retired. Has he spun it then on the last corner? We'll ride on board Jay Hartnell. Maybe we'll get to see what's happened there. Can we? Is it in the pit lane or not? No, it's not in the pit lane. So Lewis has just spun. And that's his Q2 already over. Dixon on the mediums going to 116.7. And I think he's going to Q3 with that run. Definitely. Donaggio on 18.5. Galskill on 17.8 for him there. Alfa Romeo of Wilder coming again to the finish line with 18.1 for him. Improves by almost 0.6 of a second there. And yeah, he goes to P5 with that run. So let's see what he can do actually here tonight in this Grand Prix. As we have Jackson going to the fastest time of qualifying session number 2 here. Oh, Smalley in third wants 16.8. Jackson wants 16.6. And Dixon wants 16.7. Whew. It's really close there at the top. 2 tenths separating P1 from P3. As we have Smalley, that's Smalley, that was Jamie JJ. We have an Alfa Romeo of Big Balls who's in the pit lane. Ricky Republic has invalidated his run. Ah, Ricky's on mediums. Oh, is it again a glitch then? Oh, wow. Alright. So apparently on qualifying it is actually, the game is just glitchy on qualifying. As it seems, because Ricky is on the mediums. But it tells me he is on the softs. Which is a very weird glitch in my opinion, but yeah. It's just the game of this year, isn't it? I hope 2022 is going to be a bit better in terms of the bugs and glitches though. We're all hoping for that, so fingers crossed for that. Fingers crossed for that. We see loads of guys coming towards the pit lane, which has done their first run. Jamie JJ is on the mediums, yeah, hopefully he's on the mediums. I'm not sure if he's on the mediums because the game glitches just all the time at the moment. Let's see what he can do here on the medium compound then. It's gonna be a 1:17.8 for the Ferrari driver. Teammate of Smalley there. Going up to P6 with that run. Jay Hartnell on outlap. Then we have, who else on track? Is that Swinney? Yeah, that's Swinney. Jackson has decided to call the day in the pit lane. He is sure he has qualified himself for Q2, as has Dixon. Yeah, last time out in Bahrain we saw loads of guys actually qualifying on the medium compound. Not sure if that was correct though, but there was loads of guys who qualified on the mediums. Swinney going to 1:17.6 on the medium compound. Then we have Lappy. He's improving by 11 seconds at the moment because yeah, he's not set a really reliable time at the moment though. Let's take a look if he can improve on this time. Yeah, you can definitely improve on this time, but if it's going to be a reliable time though, that is the question. Here comes Lappy though, towards the finish line. A 1:17.5 and that puts him at P6 with that run. So he is true at the moment, but for how long? Jay Hartnell going really wide. Oh, is it the end of its qualifying session now? It isn't. Luckily for him, it isn't. Yeah, I've seen loads of spins already, only in qualifying though, but yeah. The track is actually like pretty known for it in my opinion, so yeah. Who is... yeah, Jay Hartnell's in the pit lane. Swinney's going to the pit lane as well, I reckon. Yeah. As is Lappy probably. Bowie's in a hot lap. Let's ride on board with the Alpha Tauri driver of Jack here. And let's see what he can do here on his first hot lap of the session. Yeah, Lewis got a huge step of oversteer, was on the mediums, just game glitch that says some softs. Yeah, it glitches for everyone. Like, yeah. Sometimes it says to me the guys are on the mediums and they're on the softs and the other way around. Like, yeah. It's not very accurate to do comms for actually. But yeah. Just take how it is, isn't it? 1:17.9 for Jack there on his first run, the mediums, I suppose. Then we have Lynx is going to start his hot lap here. He has a clear track though. He has clean air. So let's see what the Rebel driver can produce here. Looking very nice helmet as well, actually. For the rest, there's nobody on the track at the moment. Jackson, Dixon, and Smalley have retired in the pit lane already. And Kevin is also on the medium, says Dixon. So Kevin is also medium, is 117.4 is a time on the medium compound. So yeah. Yeah, the game is just just not good in terms of bugs this year, man. Lynx is... Ooh, that wasn't a validation. I was about to say that. Yeah, that wasn't a validation for Lynx there. Check moving out of the way for... Who is that? Is that Lynx? It is going to be Lynx, yeah. Moving out of the way for Lynx. Few guys coming out on track now. Jammy JJ on track because it's not safe to go through the Q3 at the moment. And then we have Wild Dog who's on an outlap because he's on P11 at the moment. He's in the softs. Then we've done Arch on the mediums again on an outlap. I reckon. And then we have the these are the ones who are on their outlaps. Really close behind each other as well. Is Lynx going for another hot lap? Yeah, Lynx is going for another hot lap. So that's right on board with Lynx here. Once again. And hope he doesn't validate this time. Lynx coming to sector 1 over 21.9. So when he has retired in the pit lane, I reckon. Yeah, he's right on the pit lane. That's a risky thing to do, I think. Not sure if he's going through to Q3 or not. He wants 17.6, I'm not sure. Gonna be a dangerous one to retire. Maybe just qualify in mediums, and it doesn't matter where I qualify things. We'll see about that. A 50.7 for Lynx in sector 2. Coming up towards the last couple of corners here. Can he get himself up into the top 10 positions and to go through the Q3 here? Took that sausage go a bit too harsh, I suppose, yeah. A bit too harsh there. 117.3 for Lynx, puts him P5 with that run, and I think he may get through to Q3 with that run. Yeah, he will. Unless there's everyone going on softs and just smashing it, but... Jammin' JJ, wasn't that an invalidation there? It seemed to me like it was, but the game told him for not... Ooh, took way too much curb there. And this cost him a bit of time, I think. But what is time going to be like in Ferrari here? 117.3 in P5. Then Argentina wants 16.8 in P3. And Lynx is all of a sudden in P7. P8 now. Because Wildog has went up to 5th place in that run. 117.2. Only softs. Now we have Jack going towards the finish line. Yeah, just in a bit of an outlap there. Carlos Kell on an outlap. We've won a bit of a cool down lap now. Yeah, everyone's on cooldown laps. Apart from Jack, I think Jack is on a hot lap, isn't he? Yes, he's in the hot lap. Also in the mediums, I see. So we still have 40 seconds remaining. Gonna be the last laps of the drivers here. Jack is looking to improve and go through the Q3 here. He is improving by 1.5 tenths of a second. That's not gonna be enough though, but needs to find some time in sector 3 now. Can he find that time in sector 3 here? Looks very good actually, looks very clean. Let's look at this time now. It's gonna be enough. Oh, it's not. 117.6 and Jack is out of qualifying here in Q2. Carlos Killer is out as well, isn't he? Yes, he's out as well. So there you already have it, guys. Kevin, Big Bells is improving. Oh, I just validated it there. Alright. And Kobe's back over his run wild dog. So yeah. 10 guys gonna battle, do a bit of a shootout for pole position here tonight. Those are Jackson, Dixon, Don Argent, Smalley, Wild Dog, Jammin' Jade, Ricky Public, Alex Peace, Big Boss, and Lappy. Swinny, Jack, Carlos Killer, Jay Hartnell, and Lewis are out of qualifying at the moment. We are back in I think like 1.5 minutes or something, guys. Don't go anywhere. Ooh, we see Pimmers has left the session. That is one thing and we don't like to see at all. Maybe just lost connection, obviously, but hopefully he can rejoin in time though. Because the race will be underway in, I would say, 14 to 50 minutes from now on. So we'll definitely see about that. Yeah, we see, like last week, there's again loads of guys qualifying on the medium compound. That's a good thing to see, actually. The times are slower than in Q1 and Q3, obviously, but yeah, just good to see that loads of guys are qualifying on the medium compound, though. Because in Spain, I think that's important in Spain. Start on the mediums, yeah, it's gonna be very difficult. You can do much different strategies around this track. There's gonna be a few guys going for one stop. It can also be a two-stopper. Depends. There's rain forecasted, so yeah. There is rain forecast for the last part of the race. So we're gonna see how these guys will deal with that. Jackson is the first one that is out, and alongside Dixon already, the two already like looking each other in the eyes there. Already right behind each other there. Here's Ricky Public with Smalley right behind. Then we have Wilder coming out. Oh, Wilder was already out. Was that Kevin coming out then? Yes, Kevin coming out. Big bells. Then we have the Ferrari of Jamie JJ coming out there now. But we were right on board with Jackson. Normally was going to be the first one to set a hot lap in, unless Dixon overtakes him. Yeah, Dixon has backed off a bit there. And Jackson is going to be indeed the first one to start his hot lap of Q3 here. Let's ride on board with the Aston Martin driver. Let's see if he can put down a pole position contending lap here. Looked really good there. Sector 1, it's going to be a 21.8. What does Dixon said? And nah, I just couldn't see that. Just a bit too late for that. Let's take a look at Smalley. What's he going to produce there in Sector 1? 21.6, so it's 2/10 quicker at the moment than Jackson there. And Big Bell's 21.9. A 50.4 for Jackson in Sector 2. Dixon 50.2. 2/10 up on Jackson's time at the moment though. What is Smalley doing then? Ah, he's backed off his run, I think. Jackson coming towards the finish line. Gonna be a 1.6 16.4, and then comes Dixon. He wants 16.2, and then we have Wildog with a 17.6. Rick Republic is coming towards the finish line as well. We're gonna be close to Dixon's time as well there. 16.8. We have P3 at the moment, then we have Big Bells, 16.9 and P4 at the moment. Jimmy JJ, Smalley 130.0. Yes, going for another run, obviously. Who else is coming on Arjun on out lap? Lappy is on a hot lap as well. 21.7 is a decent first sector from Lappy there. Let's watch his time as sector 2 though. Oh, wait, what? Something has happened to him there, yeah, something has happened to him there. I didn't see the time he was standing there. I just, oh man. 21.5 for Don Argent there at sector 1, looking really fast there. Let's look at the time. Okay, yeah, he hasn't backed off of that run. Don Argent coming towards the hottest corners of the track in my opinion here, looking really solid there. Ooh, going a bit wide, and yeah, that's his run invalidated there. Jamie JJ improving by 4.5 seconds. Loads of guys in the pit lane now. Yeah, obviously everyone has had his first run there, and it's advantage Dixon at the moment with 16.262. But this is not the end. This is not over yet here, because Somali needs to set a reliable time. Jackson will probably improve on that time, as for Ricky Public and Big Balls. Jamie Chase improves to 17.1 there. Don Argent has invalidated this run already there. Maybe just in the last corner then. That this next step is invalidated. Yeah. Riding on board with Lappy again. Ooh, oh, that's a bit laggy on my screen actually. Lappy going to a 16.9 and going to P5 with that run. Decent time there from Lappy. Don Argent, will he be in the pit lane though? Who's on an outlap? Lynx is on an outlap, as is Jackson. Jackson going for a second run on Aston Martin. Going pretty early in my opinion though. Nobody really on a hot lap at the moment. Those guys in outlaps. Smalley is on outlap as well. Gonna watch out for him. May ride on board with Jackson, who's about to start a new hot lap here. It's looking more like it for Jackson here. Oh, pay attention to him now. 1.5 tenths up on his time, only sector 1 though. Oh, can he manage to beat Dixon's time here? We'll see about that though, but he's looking really strong here. Oh, this looks very good from Jackson. Ooh, he's 3 tenths up. He is 3 tenths up in sector 2. Coming towards the last sector here. And I think he's going to beat Dixon's time here. He could beat Dixon's time at the moment though. Jackson go towards finish line. 1:16.0, and that's almost 2/10 quicker than Dixon. Smalley on a hot lap as well. Lynx has validated that run. Smalley 50.0 in sector 2. Let's watch what the Ferrari driver can do here. I think it's going to be a very fast time for Smalley here. Oh, will Jackson's time be in danger here? 1:16.0, Smalley is 9 thousandths down on Jackson's time. 9 thousandths of a second. Oh dear. That is really close to each other. And Dixon is starting a new hot lap as well. This is a hot lap now. Rick Republic is coming. What is his sector 2 time going to be like? Smalley's was a 50.0, is a 50.3 for Rick Republic. Very intense at the moment here though. Here comes Rick Republic, going towards the last right-hander towards finish line here. 1:16.4 for the Alpine driver, and puts himself in P4 at that run, but he's in P4. So actually, it's a pretty decent time from him there. Let's right on board with Lynx, the I-Lynx. And Jackson's retired in the pit lane. He has decided to call the day there. He's not going to improve on the 1:16.0 there. Lynx going towards the finish line. A1 17.4 puts him in P8 with that run. Don Argent looking really quick once again here. Smalley is starting another hot lap. His last one of the session. Dixon is 3 thousandths of a second up in sector 1. 3 thousandths only. Let's see if he can improve in sector 2 though. Actually, I end up with Don Argent because watch out for Don Argent. Watch out for Don Argent because he's quicker than Smalley in sector 2. Will Don Argent be our pole sitter here tonight? Who knows? He's going to be really close to Jackson and Smalley's time though. He's going to be really close to them. Oh, 1:16.0 as well. He's even between Jackson and Smalley there. Oh, 6 thousandths down on Jackson's time. Oh, and Dixon is in the mix now as well. Can he go to pole here once again? Can Dixon go to pole? Yes, he can. 1:15.9 provisional pole for Dixon there. And look at how close everyone is to each other. Smalley is improving as well. Oh, it's right about with the Ferrari. Can he go to pole then? Smalley or Dixon? It is going to be Smalley. You want 15.8 for him there. Phew. Alright. Really intense here. Big bells to 6, 1:16.5. Oh, who else we've got? Oh man. This was one hell of a qualifying session here. I think everyone is done with this qualifying. But Smalley will start from pole position. Less than a tenth quicker than Dixon, who is 1.5 times quicker than Jackson. And Jackson is only 6 thousandths of a second quicker than Don Argent. Yeah, it's really close to each other here in Spain. But we'll see what's going to happen in the race with Smalley starting from P1 and Dixon running up the front row. And then Jackson and Don Argent in P3 and P4, Rick Public in P5. Phew, yeah. It's going to be one hell of a race here tonight, I think. Advantage Smalley at the moment though. So let's see when we're going to the like menu screen, because the qualifying is over. So we're underway with the race very shortly. Suppose in like 2 minutes or something we'll be on the way with formation lap. Oh yeah. Smalley, Dixon, and Jackson and Donarjan looking all really strong here tonight. I don't dare to say who's gonna win this one tonight here. Just so close to each other here tonight. So close to each other. Yeah, look, the difference is the top 4 separated by 2.5 tenths of a second. And then we have a gap of 2.5 tenths from Donarjan to Ricky Republic. Big Bell's in 6th place there, with Lappy in P7, Wildog in P8, Jam and JJ P9, and Lynx rounds off the top 10 of tonight's Grand Prix here. We'll be on the way with the race in, what is it, like 1 minute time with formation lap, so don't go anywhere, guys. Let's wait for the guys to ready up here for tonight's Grand Prix. We are back for more action here. But yeah, guys are being told not to ready up that early so everyone can just figure out their strategy choices and stuff and put the right amount of fuel in their car. So they're listening very good at the moment, which is awesome to see, obviously. Everyone should have like enough time now. Can even figure out the strategy while you're racing though. That's what I do personally, so we'll be underway with the race in under 20 seconds now at the moment, which is awesome to see. And I can't wait to get started actually on this race. It looks sunny, but there is rain expected towards the end of the race. So we're gonna see when that comes into play though. We are now underway with the formation lap here. See the different tires the guys have chosen. Only 3 guys on softs. Those are Wild Dog, Jammy JJ and Lynx. And then we have the top 7 on mediums. Then we have Swinny, Bowie on mediums with Jay Hartnell, Lewis, Pimis, Bacologist and Thor all on mediums. Even a few guys starting the hards. Carlos Killa, Sadistic King and William are starting on the hard compound. So yeah, much different strategies like I said before. There's loads of strategies possible here. We put the telemetry up here, which is bad convenient. Guys are warming up their tires before they can start the race. Obviously that's the main purpose of doing a formation lap, so the tires can be nice and warm and you don't really like spin on the start, which sometimes can happen. No, I've seen it before. You need to make sure your tires are on the right temperature after the formation lap to have a very good start, obviously. What I also see are loads of like really nice designed helmets actually, like if I just watch it. Just very nice helmets actually. Also like awesome to see, obviously, like a bit of a detail, but yeah. So we're on the way with this race very soon now. The guys are on the grid now, towards the back as well. So we're gonna see what's happened on the start here, because that first couple of corners can be very tricky. In the start can really be very tricky. Let's see what's gonna happen here. When it's gonna be, it's lights out already. It's a really quick start there. It went out really quick there. Does everyone make it through cleanly here? Ooh, Smalley pushing Jackson a bit on the grass there. What do we see in the background? Do we see something happening? Nothing really, no victims or something, no. Alright, that's awesome to see. Oh, did these two come together? It looks really very close there. Oh, the top three are really close, like Smalley, Jackson and Dixon. Really at the tail of each other there. Entire field again really close to each other. We're only in the first lap, but this is looking really clean so far. No real incidents for the moment. Everyone made it through very cleanly here. Awesome to see that. As Smalley is showing really wicked pace. Almost being up 0.8 of a second after lap 1 here. 122.4 for him in the Ferrari on the medium compound. Lynx is looking to attack Swinney here in the battle for P8. Here comes Lynx. And does he pass Swinney there or not? Swinney towards the inside line there. And Swinney's back into up to 8th place. Yeah, he can hold that run. Awesome defending with Swinney there. Rick Republic and Big Bell's now battling it out with each other here on track. As Lappy has made a very good start and he's up to 5th place already. Ooh, Smalley 1.2 seconds in front of Jackson now. Looking really pacey. Tor overtaking, battling out with Pimus here. Smalley again, the fast lap of the Grand Prix, 119.5 there on the medium compound. And we have already a first time penalty of the evening here for William. He gets a 3 second to his name for track limits. Big Bell's looking for a gap. Oh, Jackson! Jackson has spun in sector 1 and turns 1 and 2 there. Really easy to spin it there. And he's down to 12 players there. Wow. And then we have Big Balls now right at the back of Ricky Public still. There's just one train from P6 to P18, all within a second of each other. Jackson gets the first 3-second time penalty of the evening. He was looking for a gap. Ricky Public here. Can't find the gap at the moment. Yellow flag. Again the yellow flag. I'm not sure what happened. So this the King and Color Scale are really far behind. I wonder what's happened there with both of them there. May have been some contact between the both of them there, but Lewis trying to attack Wild Dog here in the Haas. The Haas battling out with the Alfa Romeo driver. Oh, those are really close to each other. And he puts him in front of Wild Dog then. He's at the P10. And Swinny is another victim of the turns 1 and 2. Alongside Thor. Thor as well. Both of them spun there. And Jackson making his way through Wild Dog here up to P10 again. Oh god, yeah, that turns. This first couple of turns are just actually awful. It's just awful. So easy to spin if you just touch the curb, just go. Just end up with a barrier in the gravel. Luckily for Jackson, he hasn't picked up some damage or something. Oh, and Thor has spun it again there. And again on that same corner, turn 7 and 8 it is. Not a very good race for him there at the moment. Oh, watch out for Dixon closing in on Smalley now. Dixon is closing in on Smalley. It was 19.5 it was, I think, for Dixon it was. On the mediums, 6/10 of Smalley there. As Don Argent is... Ooh, what is it? Lappy is right at the back of Don Argent here. Lappy right at the back here. Lynx overtaking Jamie JJ there for the battle for P7. Oh, this is just also close to each other. Lewis forcing straight through Jamie JJ there as well. Going up to P8 already. Looking really strong as well in the Haas. Oh, and then Jackson making a bit of contact with Jamie JJ. Jackson up to P9 now. And Jamie JJ is losing loads of positions here. Torque has a 5-second time for speeding the pit lane as well. And he decides to call it a day in the pit lane. And that is our first retirement of the evening. That is for the AlphaTauri driver of Thor. Lewis is still right behind Lynx here with Jackson right at the tail. There's just one train here. And watch out for Dixon. Dixon is 4/10 off Smalley here. Is he going to attack Smalley here on the inside? Now he's just waiting for a gap. And Lappy has left the session, it said to me. So may have some connection issues there. Lewis gets a 3-second time penalty. I just can't keep up at the moment. So much going on the track. So much going on here with Jackson overtaking Lynx and Lewis and Jackson trying to drive away from him. Jamie JJ is in the pit. I'm not sure what happened there. Jay Hartnell overtaking Wild Dog in the battle for P11 and P12 here. Wild Dog on the soft compound. Yeah, soft compound is not really good around here, I think. More mediums are feeling a bit more convenient. Lewis goes through Lappy actually, because Lappy has left the session, a bit of connection issue there for him. But Jackson up to P7 as well then. Right behind Lewis here. Oh, Lappy's going to be fuming with that. Meanwhile, Smalley and Dixon are actually so close to each other. They're so evenly matched at the moment. This is awesome to see. They're so evenly matched. Nice view here that Jackson is going to overtake Lewis here. Yes, he does. Jackson up to P6 at the moment. As Big Balls is still battling it out with Ricky Republic, he just can't get past the Alpine driver there. So we've got going on the track, we have Jack and everyone's overtaking Lappy obviously. Lewis trying to follow the pace of Jackson there. Yeah, who is on the mission obviously, and who has spun it there? Who is that? Is that Bacologist? Yes, it is. He has spun it there in the Williams, and is down to the 18th place at the moment. So that's spun it again, I think, with tires being a bit overheating. Watch out for Dixon now. Dixon's overtaking Smalley here on this straight. He's going to attack him at least. Sending on Smalley there, and up he goes to the lead of the Grand Prix here, with Smalley right behind him now. There's so much going on at the moment. Big Balls is overtaking Ricky Republic in the battle of P4 and P5. Lewis is not letting Jackson go at any occasion at this point. Links is pitting, Bacologist is pitting. William, is William out or not? He isn't, but he has spun it there, and he needs to go to the pit lane for a new front wing there. Bacologist has DNF'd in the pit lane, and that's the second DNF of the evening then. Bacologist and Thor have both retired in the pit lane. Lewis is looking really strong here, staying right at the tail of Jackson. Bacologist left the session, of course. Carlos Keller is... yeah, Lappy. Is Lappy back at this point? I don't think he is. No, he is not back. Meanwhile, the fastest lap for Big Bells with on 19.2. Also looking really strong here in Spain. But he needs to make up loads of time on both Dixon and Smalley here. I really need to do. Wild Dog is only, what is it, 7 times behind Jack now. Can he follow the pace of the AlphaTauri driver? That's the question. William in the pit lane for a new front wing. What's the strategy going to be like? He's putting it on brand new mediums. As Smalley and Dixon are right behind each other still. 0.3 of a second separate both drivers here at the top. Jay Hartnell is right behind Pimmins at the moment. 6 tenths he's behind to be a bit more accurate. Carlos Keller gets his first 3-second time penalty of the evening. Can Smalley make a move on Dixon? Puts a fast lap to Grand Prix in 1:19.1. And he's going to strike back here on Dixon. Yes, he does. And Smalley takes back the lead from Dixon there. Those two are pushing each other to the limit, and everyone is just, yeah, you just needed to let them go. They are so fast at the moment, just pushing each other to the absolute maximum. So, yeah. Yellow flag, sector 1, Lewis again. Oh, no, Lewis. He is now down to P10? Yeah, P10. Wild Dog is pitting for what he's pitting. Which compound it is? Is it mediums? Yeah, there's going to be mediums for Wild Dog there. Jay Hartnell still right behind Pim is there. Can he maybe make a move on the Dutch guy here? I think he's too far behind to make a move on this occasion though. Oh, I really feel bad for Lappy actually, because yeah, just a bit of connection issue probably. Jammy JJ right behind Wild Dog. Watch out for this battle. Oh, there goes Jammy JJ really wide in the Ferrari. That's the battle already over. Smalley and Dixon are already there. Smalley stays in the lead for now though, but for how long it's gonna be, because Dixon is really pushing at the moment. Both are. And we have a spin off Lewis, who has retired on track there. Will that cause a safety car or virtual safety car? Or won't it? Let's see what's happened there. Yeah, he's just spun it there. Last corner. Oh, something has happened to Wild Dog as well while I was not really watching. He's all of a sudden 6.5 seconds behind Jam JJ, who was right behind him. Alright, that's something that happened to him then as well. Jackson overtaking Ricky Republic here in the battle for P5. Oh, Jackson looking really strong tonight as well. Really charging his way through the field at the moment. As William gets another 3-second time penalty. Watch out for Dixon here, because it's really close behind Smalley once again. Ricky Republic trying to attack Jackson back here, take a bit of revenge there. Nah, can't make a move stick, and Jackson's up to P5. What else we got going on track? Let's take a look. No real like actual battles. Yeah, Smalley and Dixon are battling at the moment. In terms of stops, yeah, it's just a few guys have stopped so far. Those are Links, John JJ, Wild Dog, and William. In terms of the tires, everyone is on 11 lap old mediums, or not everyone, but most of them are on 11 lap old mediums. No 12 laps for Smalley and Dixon. Penalties, we have 6 seconds for Jackson, 9 seconds right for William, and 3 seconds for Carlos Killer here in tonight's Grand Prix. Those position changes. Pimis is the biggest winner of the evening, with him being up 9 places at the moment, and Chihatno being up 6 places. Pimis now up that place. What's happened? Oh, Jackson is in the pit lane. Alright. Jackson is in the pit lane now, as is Ricky Republic. What compound did they both go for? Are those hearts? Can't really see actually. Yeah, Ricky Republic on hearts, Jackson the hearts as well. Okay. Smalley and Dixon still right behind each other here. Well, they decide to pit though. William gets another 3 seconds. That's 12 seconds ready to his name. Who has spun it? William again. Oh man. This race is going from bad to worse here. Both Smalley and Dixon not thinking about pitting so far. Oh, Dixon is right behind Smalley again. Chihatno, it's too far off Pims to make a move, I think. Swinney's in the pit lane, so what is his strategy going to be like? Probably medium hard then, for Swinney as well. Let's take a look with the Williams driver here. What his strategy is going to be like around the track of Spain. Medium hard, yeah, it's going to be medium hard for him as well. wing damage it was for Lewis, and he couldn't turn enough to get into the pit, so that's the reason why he crashed out. Yeah, that's not like really nice to hear, mate, but yeah. We'll always have next week though, in the next Grand Prix he will bounce back. Let's watch Dixon. Probably going to is he overtaking Smalley now? Oh, can he make a move stick though? Yes, he can. Dixon back up to first place now. And Smalley back down to second place. This is an awesome battle between the both of them here. The entire race at the moment already. Pimmins and Jay Hartnell already pitting. Both of them are pitting in lap 15. Jay Hartnell gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding the pit lane there. Stupid time penalty to get, obviously. Ricky Republic is right behind Carlos Killer now. Both from on a hard compound. Carlos Killer still needs to pit in my pit. I believe he still needs to pit, doesn't he? Yes, he needs to pit. Because he started on the hard compound though. So that's the King is right behind Jamie JJ at the moment here in the Aston Martin. Oh, watch out with Dixon now because he is pulling away from Smalley at this point. 9/10 he's up at the moment. Fast lap for Dixon as well, 19.0. As Ricky Public is trying to make his way through with Carlos Killer here in the McLaren. DRS is enabled on the Alpine driver. And he goes into P7. It was an easy overtake that from Ricky Public. Smalley is not letting Dixon go here. He is not letting him go on any occasion. Refuses to like let him gain in 1 second advantage on him. Just refuses to let him do that. Which is awesome to see. Is one of them pitting? No, they aren't thinking about pitting just yet here. Smalley now again with the fast average race, 118.9 already at this point. Oh man, this is looking really awesome. Oh, Smalley is 3/10 now behind Dixon again. This is looking awesome. And Carlos Killer is not letting Ricky Public go as well. What else we got going on track apart from this battle? We've not really something going on at the moment. We have the battle between Pimmins and Swinney for P10 and P11. But apart from that, this is the close battle we can watch at the moment between Dixon and Smalley for the lead here. Carlos Killer is not letting Ricky Public go, man. He is still a half a second only behind him. In terms of time penalties, what do they both have? Oh, they both have 3 seconds, alright. So that's just like on track battle that. Smalley is still behind Dixon here. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain actually, but yeah, it can be very cloudy like all of a sudden as well. We're gonna keep a close eye out for that. Oh, that was hard to pronounce. My God. Lynx has spun. Lynx has made contact or spun And he's down to 13th place now in the Red Bull. Has he picked up some wing damage from that? We'll see that now. Is he pitting or not? He's not pitting. When will these guys decide to pit? They're already on 19 lap, all mediums. I think they're both going to do medium soft, aren't they? Probably going to do medium soft. As Jackson has overtaken Bowie here in the battle for P5. Bowie hasn't pitted yet and Jackson has already pitted. Escape. Oh, yeah, let's look here what Dixon can do against Smalley. Those two swap positions again. They constantly swap positions, the two leaders here. When will they both decide to pit, man? Like, they aren't even thinking about it at this point. Just putting pressure on each other constantly. They must be thinking about pitting like in a few laps. Battle between Swinney and Pimmins here for P9 and P10, with Jay Hartnell pretty close behind, like 1.8 seconds behind both of them. Dixon and Smalley both have a 10-second advantage over Don Argent in third place at the moment, who is looking a bit, it's looking a bit lonely at the moment though. With Big Biles also, like, what is it, like 2.5 seconds behind Don Argent? In P4 at the moment though, would be a really nice result for the Alfa Romeo driver. Pimmins and Swinney are now battling it out here. They are side by side here. Swinney is up to 9th position here. These two still not thinking about pitting, and the difference between both of them is 7/10 at the moment. Jay Hartnell is coming really close to Pimmins now as well. He's now within a second of the Dutch driver, who needs to let Swinney go actually at this point. So what will Jay Hartnell do? Carlos Killer is pitting now. He is now going to his second stint. He started on the hards, he's now going towards softs, I reckon, or mediums. He's going to be towards mediums. Smalley and Dixon are coming towards the last corners of the lap again. Will one of them pit now? Yeah, Smalley's pitting. And it's Dixon as well. Dixon's following right behind. Yeah, that's what I thought both would do. They are following each other here. Smalley with advantage at the moment though. Dixon to the soft, Smalley to the soft I reckon as well. Yeah, same compound as well. Smalley coming up in front I reckon. Yes, he's in front. Big Bells is leading this Grand Prix at the moment though. How close are they behind each other now after the pit stop? Oh, still within a second, isn't it? 8 tenths. 7 to 8 tenths of a second, and Smalley now needs to try and make that gap more than a second as soon as he can, and then remain that like try and remain a gap. Oh man, this is going to be really tough for both of them. Going to be one hell of a race for both of them here. As Don Argent is right behind Jackson here. Jackson looking real strong as well. But he's on the hards and Don Argent is on the softs now. Well, Jackson has a time penalty as well to his name. A few actually, and Don Argent has none whatsoever. Those guys in the pit, Jamie JJ and Lynx are in the pit as well. Lynx on mediums. Jamie JJ towards mediums as well. Oh, Pimmins and Swinney are still battling now. Pimmins has overtaken Swinney once again, and Swinney is trying to overtake Pimmins again then, and Jay Hartnell is only 1 second behind both from here. Swinney a bit out of shape there. As Dixon is overtaking Smalley again here on the straight, and he's up to second place again. The two swapping positions once again. And Big Bells is already driving, what is it, 23 laps on those mediums. He needs to be in as soon as he can for softs actually. As Jack is in for softs. He's dropping on the order now. Where we come out in P. Yeah, P10. Because that is a lapped driver there. Lap driver there. It's lapped car. Whatever you call it. Yeah, Smalley and Dixon, that is just one hell of a race. As Big Bells is pitting, and the battle for the lead is continuing. Dixon fast lap on 16.9. Really fast lap from him there, but Smalley still has the DRS on him though. Chairman JJ gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oh, Big Bells come out here in the Alfa Romeo. Come out in P5 right behind Jackson and Don Argent. Yellow flag sector 3. Who is that? I think that was a lapped car. One of the Mercedes that was. I think that was William. It was William, yeah. Dixon is pulling away. Watch out, Smalley, because Dixon is now pulling away. He's 1.5 seconds off Smalley now. Smalley needs to react as soon as he can now. Pimmins and Swinney now battling it out on track once again. And William has spun and retired, and that has caused a safety car. Oh god, late stage safety car here. The first one of the season and the first one of tonight's Grand Prix. Oh god, Dixon was now more than a second clear. And now there's a safety car. Oh man, I bet we'll be fuming with that. It's gonna be guys pitting for some fresh softs or something. I think Jackson is, isn't he? Yeah, Jackson is. This is his chance of pitting. Yeah, there's loads of guys pitting at the moment. Ricky Public, Swinney, Jay Hartnell, Pimmins, Carlos Killer, Wild Dog, all in the pit. Yeah, we are behind the safety car now. What are the time penalties for everyone actually? Because Jackson has a 6-second time penalty. Does really affect his race performance. Obviously, it's gonna affect his race very badly. Ricky Public on 3 seconds. Jamie JJ on 3 seconds. Carlos Killer is as well on 3 seconds. Let's see what the standings are now. We have Dixon leading the Grand Prix at the moment in front of Smalley, with Donargen in 3rd place, Big Bells in 4th, Jackson 5th with Jack in 6th place, Ricky Public in 7th, Swinny in 8th, then we've Primus in 9th, Jim Jage in 10th, Idlinks in 11th, Jay Hartnell in 12th, Carlos Kill in 13th, Wilder in 14th, Sadistic King in 15th, and Lappy in 16th, but Lappy has left the session ages ago. So actually still like 15 drivers racing. Let's see who's gonna win this Grand Prix here tonight. It was gonna be the top 3 live because Smalley and Dixon are very evenly matched on this track. Don Arjen is dangerous as well, isn't he? He's really fast. But we'll see about that. Safety car probably in this or next lap. Probably have a 5 or 6 lap shootout at this Spanish Grand Prix here. I think it's gonna be in this lap, you know. Depends on when Sadistic King is behind the safety car when we are at the end of the lap. Everyone on softs, I reckon. We're still a few guys on mediums, like, and yeah, Lappy, yeah, but Jam and JJ on mediums and Links on mediums, all the rest on fresh softs here. It's gonna be a really big shootout here. Sadistic King will be right at the tail of the pack here. Safety cars in this lap, that's a really nice notification we get from race control. We're back on the way to racing speed very shortly. And it will be a 7-lap shootout even then. So yeah. Still everything to play for here in Spain. As it's still looking very sunny, to be fair. So the rain is... I think the rain is staying away now. When is Dixon deciding to give it a go here? He is gone. He is gone. And... caught a few people by surprise there. Jackson is right behind Big Bells already on the restart. What is happening? Jackson overtaking Big Bells in battle for P4, but he has a 6-second time penalty to his name. Don Arjen following really close behind Smalley and Dixon. Ricky Republic right behind Jack Bowie now. Just everyone really close behind shot of the safety car restart. Loads of stuff going on here. Ricky Public trying to force his way through Bowie though. Smalley and Dixon are again more than a second over Donargen now. Those two are so quick at this track. It's just unbelievable. Smalley's trying to stay within the second, but Dixon's looking really strong on those softs. Ricky Republic now trying to force his way through out Jack though, but can he make a move here? Losing loads of ERS, but Jack is using loads of ERS here. He's already on 45%, as Ricky Public is 70% at this point. Wilder gets his first 3-second time penalty of the even if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the first 3-second time penalty even in for him there. Still 5 laps to be driven though. What? Who's gonna win this Grand Prix? It's gonna be either Dixon or Smalley, I think, if both don't make any errors. As Jackson is right behind Donargen now. It's a shame he spun though, because he's looking really, yeah, he's looking really strong as well, but that spin affected his race very badly. And it is looking a bit dark now. It is looking a bit dark. The sun is starting to go away. Will we have rain towards the end here? Would be a major factor here. Could be a very, very big factor. As we have Jackson now trying to overtake Donargen. Battle for P3 has a 6-second time penalty to his name, but Smalley is closed in on Dixon now. He is closing in back again. 6/10 difference. As Ricky Public is still behind Bowie here. And oh, there's loads of battles here going on. We have Carlos Killer, Jam and JJ, Wild Dog, and Jay Hartnell battling up with each other. Dixon gets a 3-second time penalty to his name. Oh, Dixon gets a 3-second time penalty there. And Smalley hasn't got one at this point. At the moment, it's advantage Smalley though. And as he gets a time penalty to his name as well. Smalley just needs to follow Dixon now and don't take any risk, and he will win this Grand Prix. Yellow flag, sector 3, what has happened? Jamie JG has spun it or made contact with someone, and he is down to 15 places at the moment. Smalley is trying to send it on Dixon there. And Smalley takes the lead of the Grand Prix on track now as well. Swinney is battling it out with Bowie now. Swinney is up to 7th place. So you have Ricky Public make his way through Bowie finally. He is up to 6th place now. Big Battles is only 4/10 of a second now behind Donargen. Those two are actually still battling as well for the battles between P and it's for the last podium spot actually, because Jackson has a time penalty to his name of 6 seconds. So those two are battling it out for the podium here, Donargen and Big Bells. Yeah, looking really dark now. Looking really dark. Links is right behind Pimmers, and now with Carlos Killer trying to force his way through Links there. Not working out there. Three laps to go still here at this Spanish Grand Prix. And it's still all to play for here. Oh, Big Bell's going really wide there. Really wide. I think there needs to be a warning there from him. But, yeah, at the moment this is Smalley though. Carlos Killer gets another 3-second time penalty to his name. That needs to serve it towards the end of the race. That is going to affect his race result very badly. Jamie JJ in the pit lane. Just keeps on going. He just gets a point, but will he get that point then? Or is he retiring? Links and Pim is battling it out here as well. The battle for the podium is still on as well between Big Bells and Donargen. The battle for P3. Dixon really close behind Smalley once again. And it's not looking like it is raining at this point. So it will not really have an impact on the race. Sweaty right behind Ricky Public on track though. Doesn't need to take any risk because Ricky Public has a 3-second time penalty to his name at this point though. It's also close to each other at this point. It's absolutely phenomenal. Ooh, Wild Dog is in the wall. Wild Dog is in the wall. Oh, and Jammy JJ has spun it as well in lap 32. Oh man, I think Wild Dog is be fuming with that as well. He needs to be fuming with that as a Jammy JJ who spun it in one of the last laps of the Grand Prix. Yeah, he's in the wall there. He is in the wall, and that's his race. Yeah, it's going from bad to worse then. Smalley letting Dixon go with this one because he knows. Oh, we have another. What is it? Is another retirement or something? Something has happened to Pimis there. Not sure what has happened. He's letting everyone go. I'm not sure what's happened with him, but a Wild Dog DNF as well. Oh god, this is just awful here. Wild Dog DNF and Jammy JJ DNF in the same corner there. All in the last lap, actually, the last few laps. Jackson is looking really fast here, but yeah, he's 6 seconds to serve. Gonna drop down massively towards the grid here. That's right on board where the actual race winner is going to be. The race winner probably, most likely, is going to be Smalley here, who is going to win the Spanish Grand Prix. That's right on board with Dixon because he is going to win on track though. But it is Smalley who wins the Spanish Grand Prix here, and does it in style. Does not do it on track though, but he finished the Grand Prix at first. Dixon becomes second after putting on an amazing effort of taking the Grand Prix win here. It was a really nice race between both of them. Don Argent takes P3 here, and running off the final podium spot with Big Bells in fourth. Really nice result for him. Jackson at P5 after his time penalty. Swaney P6. Jack will come home, and P7, Ricky Public in P8, Links in P9, Jay Hartnell P10, Sadistic King P11, Carlos Killer P12, Pimis in P13. Not sure what happened to him there actually. Yeah, those were your finishes for tonight's Grand Prix here. It was actually one hell of a Grand Prix to watch, guys. It was really awesome. As Smalley has a bit of a celebration here. Congratulations to the podium. Congratulations to everyone. It was a really awesome race to comment on actually. Yeah. Loads of action on track. Not boring at all actually. So yeah. I think we all enjoyed that one here in Spain. So, again the confirmation, Smalley wins the Grand Prix here in front of Dixon with Don Argent on the podium, Big Bells in 4th, Jack's P5, Swaney P6, Jack P7, Ricky Pope P8, Links in P9, Jay Hartnell P10, Sadistic King P11, Carlos Killer P12, with Pimis P13. Those were your finishes. The guys who unfortunately didn't make it towards the finish line were Wild Dog, Lappy, Jammy JJ, William, Lewis, Barcologist and Tor. That was it for tonight's race, guys. I would like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time around. Peace, guys.